Alright, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. This time I have a time amount, or I don't know, on this video, so let's get to exactly what we're talking about. Today we're going to be talking about, I forgot to make this on Juneteenth is what it was called. It was the 150th or 155th anniversary of the signing of the Emancipation Proclamation, which abolished slavery in all the South, which ended up spreading into the North and finally ratifying it 100% Texas. Now, who signed the Emancipation Proclamation? Well, it was this man. I got this a couple, last week or so. He was the 16th president, Abraham Lincoln, and he signed the Emancipation Proclamation abolishing slavery. Now, a really famous quote on that was, "I destroy my enemies when I make friends with them." Pretty good quote. I'm sure everybody understands it. But the reason of the Emancipation Proclamation was, at the time the Civil War was going on, but also coming to an end. Robert E. Lee's forces were still fighting, and I don't know how to explain it. Ulysses S. Grant's army was still fighting the Confederate army. And this was all over slavery. We were attacked by our men, the Confederates, the South. What was it? Yeah, Fort Sumter. It was attacked, no casualties, because Lincoln told them not to fire back. Instead, he gave them food and... Sorry, I'm thirsty. Okay. So, Abraham Lincoln, he was 16th president, one of the tallest, had a real big top hat on. That's a joke why John Wilkes Booth assassinated him. Couldn't see the theater or the play. Now, Abraham Lincoln's assassination was the very first president to be assassinated in office as he was signing the papers of the Secret Service, as in a special force to be protecting the president, there's a lot of connections with him and Kennedy, their assassinations. Look at this. In this envelope, I was given this last year, something like that, by an old teacher of mine. Comes out to this. It's supposed to look old. This. It's the Lincoln/Kennedy coincidence. I don't know. Anyways, both Lincoln and Kennedy were concerned with civil rights. Lincoln was elected president in 1860. Kennedy was in 1960. Both were slain on a Friday in the presence of their wives. Both were shot from behind in the head. Actually, that's not a true fact in my mind, because I believe Kennedy was killed by two men and not Oswald. Well, one man, not Oswald. Their successors, both Johnson, were Southern Democrats, and both were in the Senate. Kennedy's was Lyndon Baines Johnson, and Lincoln's was... How do I forget this guy? It was the first president to be impeached. Well, either way. And what they mean by successors was the people that rose up to take their place after they were assassinated. Which it goes to from vice president to the Speaker of the House and yeah, it's a long line. It can come down to the mayor of Ohio being president if it has to. There's always somebody in line. Oh, that's what was his name. Andrew Johnson. He was born in 1808. Lyndon Johnson was born in 1908. John Wilkes Booth, born in 1839. Lewis Harvey Oswald, the guy who killed Kennedy, and Wilkes Booth was the guy who killed Lincoln, was born in 1939. Both Booth and Oswald were Southerners favoring unpopular ideas. With presidents' wives lost children through death while in the White House. Lincoln his wife had a baby boy or girl, and it died. It was a miscarriage. Kennedy, his wife Jackie, had a baby in the White House. It ended up dying. It was a boy. It was named Patrick. Lincoln's secretary, who was named Kennedy, advised him not to go to the theater. Kennedy's secretary, whose name was Lincoln, advised him not to go to Dallas. John Wilkes Booth shot Lincoln in a theater and ran to a warehouse. Lee Harvey Oswald shot Kennedy from a warehouse and ran to the theater. The names Lincoln and Kennedy each contained 7 letters. The names Andrew Johnson and Lyndon Johnson each contained 13 letters. The names John Wilkes Booth and Lee Harvey Oswald both each contained 15 letters. The names John... Oh, already read that one. Both assassins were killed before brought to trial. Both Johnsons were opposed for re-election by men whose names start with G. Weird, isn't it? There's another one where Lincoln visited Maryland before his assassination, and Kennedy visited Marilyn Monroe before his assassination. There was all kind of stuff going on between old Marilyn Monroe and old Kennedy here. Now I've got more stuff, which is for next time, or, well, we'll get back into that. I'm here on 7 minutes. I got 21 minutes and 31 seconds. So, after the abolition of slavery, John Wilkes Booth, as we read about, didn't like that. He was a true Confederate, and he was like a he was in the theater. He was in the theater business, okay? And he didn't like Lincoln. Well, when he found out he was going to Ford's Theater, which is actually by the Hard Rock Cafe in Washington, or one of the Hard Rock cafes. John Wilkes Booth went up behind Lincoln through a door, which he had access to everywhere because he was in the theater. Which there should have been guards guarding Lincoln. That was a dumb idea they never made. They never did. Went up behind Lincoln, bam! Hit him in the back of the head, jumped off the stage. Thus, we are all tyrants, I think, is what he said when he jumped down to the theater floor. Now, not really much more to talk about, except for this. I guess since we're already talking about Civil War and Confederate and stuff, Union States paper money. They had certain paper money they had to use. That's what they look like. 15 cents was not really... This is all paper money. 50 cents. Camera's all screwed up because I got it facing towards me, so. But that says 50 cents. This is City of Wilmington. Wow. And a $5 bill. This is a 2, and it's a lot bigger than the 5. That is... Not sure, it's not saying. This was Farmington, or $1. Pretty beautiful. This was $10 bill. since we're already talking about Confederates and Civil War, might as well show you these. Another $5 bill. Another $2 bill. And another 5. There's a lot of 5s. The last one is a 5, actually. And this one kind of looks like what we've had. I mean, it's green, government bank, on demand. $5 bill. Beautiful. Now, the set contained 9 assortment bills. Delaware, D.C., Indiana, I'm guessing, or Indianapolis, Maine, Michigan, Minnesota, NH, something, Vietnam, Wisconsin. Put these back in here. I know this video is kind of weird. I forgot to make this video a long time ago when it was the anniversary. I was going to, but I just had so much going on. These are the Confederates. This is a 50 cents. Beautiful. This is a 50. Also has it on the back. This one did not, I believe. Yep. This one does not have anything on the back, and it looks like a $500 bill. I'm sorry this is upside down. I can't help it. I don't want to remake the video. 20. A 10. I know it's hard to see. A 5. A 2. A 1. And a 100. Now, since that's over, we're 12 minutes in, actually. It's the Confederates. Put that down. Sorry, I'm having a little trouble getting it in the envelope. Alright, these are gone. Now, the next time I am here, we will probably be talking about Kennedy and his assassination, which I've made that video 4 times and it didn't get uploaded because some stupid stuff. So, and if these videos are starting to upload, I'm gonna have uploads, or more videos to upload. Now, not really much for to talk about. I want to say happy 4th of July. Oh yeah, tomorrow I will be making a 4th of July video, unless I end up doing it tonight, I don't know. But 4th of July is the time America was freed from the grasp of the British. And we call it the 4th of July Freedom Day. And we shoot off fireworks, we celebrate America being freed, you know. So I will do that tomorrow. Anything in the comments. Not much for me to talk about that's going on today, except for the stupid fake cough. You understand. So nothing really left. I will see you tomorrow. And have a good night, stay healthy, stay safe, and goodbye.